Well, gamers, if you saw my last review of the Alien Isolation game on PS4, at the very end, I was given a request, unlike no ordinary. Drum roll, please. Ghostbusters, Sanctum of Slime. In case you haven't heard of this game, it's not a physical game like this one here. Yes, this is the game that most people have probably heard of at this generation, and as you know, I am a huge fan of Ghostbusters. No, not those Ghostbuster wannabes. I'm talking about the original classics. These two classics. Yes, even the second one is great. I think it's one of the most underrated sequels of all time. Not as good as this classic, but almost as good. As the same characters, same chemistry, and yeah, I do agree they played it a little bit safe, but who cares? These are the two Ghostbusters movies that any die-hard fan, including myself, would definitely still enjoy even to this day. Great casting, funny humor, great character chemistry, great special effects, especially on the ghost. Even for today's standards, it still holds up well for today. And, well, even after all the rumors and production hell of the proposed third movie, which obviously never happened, instead, you know what became of that. Well, we did sort of get a third movie with this one. And it was a huge love letter to Ghostbusters fans. I mean, first of all, it took great advantage of what the Xbox 360 is capable, or any console's capabilities can really do, even on a PlayStation 2, PS3, and so forth. Yes, this is even supposedly backwards compatible with the Xbox One. I just wish PS4 did the same sort of thing with the PS3 version, but who cares? Still got the Xbox 360, and still got this game. Works great. Great cutscenes. Great story, and, well, okay, it may not have worked as a third movie if this was released in theaters, but it does great as a tribute to all the great characters that you remember from the first two movies. The ghosts come back, and they're not just rehashed for the sake of being rehashed. You know, you got Slimer, Marshmallow Man, Librarian, even the ones that you only heard about but never seen, like the Giant Slore, Evil Shandor, and all the voice casting is in here. Yes, the original voices of the original actors are all in here. And yes, even Harold Ramis, because obviously this was made a couple of years before he sadly passed away, may he rest in peace. So, yeah, it was a great game. Short, story mode, but hey, it was anything any diehard Ghostbusters fan really wanted, even after all the crappy Ghostbusters games that we got. Well, okay, the Sega Genesis one was pretty good, but leave those to the AVGN to pretty much shit talk. And yes, I am well aware that he reviewed this game as himself, basically, not as AVGN, and yeah, it was a fun game. All the Ghostbusters proton packs and all the variety, the problem solving in this game, it was definitely a blast. And I enjoyed it. Even the music was great. It's right on par with the movie. And, well, even the online. Yes, I did a Let's Play video on the online, and I discussed in a short, quick review of this game and how much I enjoyed it. And you can pretty much see right there that it's very enjoyable for any die-hard fan. Now, of course, they had to screw around with this franchise, right? Well, before they did even worse, I should say. And that, of course, is with the game that I'm about to play, Ghostbusters Sanctum of Slime. There's no disc for this game because it is a downloadable content game. So, let's take a look, shall we? Okay, you got all the logos, and okay, you got the music. Okay, that's acceptable. And let's start up the game. One player and... oh boy, multiplayer. Who wants to play this with me? That says enough right there. One player it is. Okay, you pick your Ghostbuster, and who the hell are these guys? Where the hell's Peter Venkman? Where the hell is Egon? Where the hell is Winston? Where the hell is Ray? Where the hell are these guys? I never even heard of these. What are they, trying this whole pass the torch on a new generation? I need details here, people. Come on, give me the original Ghostbusters. It's freaking Ghostbusters, right? Okay, Ghostbusters Sanctum of Slime, but come on! That's what made Ghostbusters what it is. God damn it, put the original characters in this game, will you? Alright. Now then, so I'll pick this guy. And you get cutscenes. Oh wait, I'm sorry, cutscenes. Comic book pages, yeah. Okay, what the hell is this? A Ghostbusters game or a comic book? Yeah, I mean seriously. They had cutscenes with actual spoken dialogue in this game, which came 2 years before, but in this one they decided to go cheap and do cutscene comic book pages. With printed out words. Yeah, I gotta read my way through the cutscenes. Seriously, this is something I expect to see at a Game Boy Advance, you know, the Extreme Ghostbusters. But this is Xbox 360. Come on, you can't be serious. Come on, and the story, if I do dare say story, I'll say it very loosely. It takes place and tries to act like, again, the third movie, trying to act like this one never happened. Just like that lousy reboot acts like the original one never happened, despite cameo appearances by the original cast and even a Harold Ramis trivia statue. Yeah, sorry, that's not good enough to be considered a reboot. That's just lousy. But let's not get too carried away. Anyway, it's got a history with Manhattan, and another ghost entity is apparently trying to wreak havoc on Manhattan. And, well, speaking of the second movie, yes, apparently Janos, you know, the guy who was possessed by Vigo to, you know, rain hell on Manhattan in the second film, pretty much gets put in a mental hospital. What the hell? I mean, they just ridded him of Vigo's possession. I mean, now they're just going to put him away? Okay. And, of course, he shares a room with another patient. And, well, as you guessed, all hell breaks loose from there on. I don't think I have to explain much there. Basically, he's trying to wreak havoc on New York City, get revenge, even though it's not really him. That kind of crap. And now, in case you're wondering about these characters that you've never heard of, apparently the Ghostbusters do make appearances in these comic book page cutscenes, and they want to pass the torch on to a new generation because they become old and want to retire. Well, okay. At least they gave an explanation for these characters if you dare to watch these cutscene pages. Still, it feels alienating beyond belief. And yes, just in case you're wondering, you can fast forward or even skip these entire cutscene pages, which is what I'm going to do because I want to get to the gameplay. And what the hell is this? Ghostbusters or The Sims? Seriously, overhead view? Ugh. What's wrong with the third-person perspective? That worked perfectly. Ugh, come on. Okay, I will give credit to some of the cartoonish, artsy design to it. It's kind of cool, and it does have some color variety to it. And I like how it jumps you right into simply zapping ghosts. So, it's better than the crappy NES game. More color, just simply zapping ghosts, which is what that crappy game should have been, rather than just driving around getting gas and all that crap, you know, and going into the Zool building, walking upstairs and all that nonsense. So, but, well, yeah, of course, you get the ghost and everything, and you get dialogue. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, not dialogue. Text dialogue. Yeah, again, having to read text and press the A button. Seriously, what is wrong with putting spoken dialogue in this game? I don't understand what this is about. I mean, I just don't get it. This is Xbox 360. Anyway, you start out by zapping ghosts and try all 4 buttons that you would think would be the control to zapping ghosts, but no, doesn't do anything. Even the top buttons, you know, left trigger, left bumper, right bumper, nothing. Well, actually I take it back, the right trigger actually does throw the ghost trap. So, other than that, the other top buttons do nothing. And, well, what do I do here? How do I throw my proton beam? All the other freaking computer characters are throwing proton beams. How do I throw it? Well, after looking in the options menu to figure out the controls, how you do it, press any direction that you want to throw the proton beam on the right analog stick. Are you f***ing serious? I mean, you got 4 buttons here that you would think and should be the basic controls to this game, but they're not. They just go to waste. Though I do take it back though, again, the 4 buttons, or at least 3 of the 4 buttons on this controller that I just showed before, do actually have their purpose, but not in the first level, obviously. So this is jumping the gun a little bit, but you want to know what they're for? Take a wild guess. Switching between the different types of proton beams. That's right. Just like that other game that came out 2 years earlier and is far superior over this piece of crap, yes, you get different types of proton beams because apparently there's different colored ghosts that you have to take out because, well, that's apparently their weakness. It's not too bad once you start out and get a certain upgrade, but as you get more and more, you have to keep switching because there's a different classification of ghosts, depending on what their colors are, that you have to know is their weakness. And it just gets extremely aggravating having to switch because there's one particular different beam that you have to keep tapping the button. There's certain ones you can hold the button in, and it's just a freaking mess, trust me. The hit detection is so freaking lousy. I mean, it just begs the question why they would do it like this. I mean, why? Seriously. The other game, it works perfectly. You can lock on the ghost, and yeah, some of them you have to just simply zap, but it works. This game, it just barely works. Which, yeah, I should also mention, yes, you do have a health meter as well as all the other computer or human AIs if you got anybody to play with you with this piece of crap. So, you lose all your health by getting hit by ghosts, and you go down, and hope for the sake that one of the computer opponents revives you. Ugh. Yeah, I must mention, these computer AIs in this game are so lousy and so dim-witted. It just begs the question, really. I mean, sure, they zap the ghosts and they help you, but more than half the times you end up staying down and having to keep getting revived by these damn computer opponents. Come on, revive me! Thank you. Yes, I should mention there's also items that you can pick up like collectibles, just like the 2009 game, pretty pointless I have to say, as well as items that refill your health. Yeah, I think much more useful than that crap. And yes, of course, you can revive computer opponents once they go down, as long as you're not down. But, unfortunately, once all 4 of you go down, well, that's it, game over. Well, sort of, not really game over. I should mention that this game, even though every level is divided up in different sections, rooms, and so forth, it is courteous enough to give you checkpoints, so if you die, there seems to be unlimited amounts of lives, and you can pretty much respawn at that point if you're all knocked out where you died last. So, in a sense, it has a lot of trial and error interpreted into this game as well. So, yeah, all the same ghosts will come up, trial and error, know the ghosts that are going to come up, zap them, do whatever. And, this second part in the sewer, especially, with running through these pipes, it is especially frustrating, and I know I mentioned how bad this camera angle can be, and how an overhead view does not work in this game. This part, it's real trial and error. You have to know that these things are going to pop up, and you have to be equipped with the right kind of proton beam, otherwise these freaking things are going to drain your health. Trust me, this is especially annoying. Come on, I can't see these things coming up. This is awful, seriously. So, yeah, more rooms with slime. Again, I'll give a little more credit because, you know, you're in the sewer this time around. It's kind of like Ghostbusters 2 a little bit with the slime and everything, but no, let's not even go there. This is just awkward, weird, and just barely fun. So, yeah, you make your way through just like the first level, zap your way through different rooms, room after room, same repetitive crap, and you come across a boss fight, which has a little bit more variety to it than the first 2 levels. Okay, I'll give it credit, but this is even more chaotic because you have to know the right proton beam to equip yourself with, and I should mention, this is the only time in the game where the ghost trap actually becomes useful. Yeah, I mentioned the ghost trap, how you throw it, and this is the only time you can actually use it. Once you drain all the boss's health, yep, just like the first 2 levels I should have mentioned before, put it out, and, well, you have to follow these button combinations. What the hell, am I dancing like in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Taking a chemistry class like in Bully? Come on, why do I have to do this crap for? This doesn't make any sense. So if you don't follow the button combinations right, guess what? The boss gets some of his health back. Talk about ridiculous right there. And then you have to drain that health again and do it again. Yep, don't miss one button. Trust me, it's not very fun, but it's actually not too difficult. Your timing has to be right on that. And then he goes in. Alright, so these are the first 3 levels, and now we're on to level 4, where, wow, you're actually outside and on the street. In a vehicle. Okay, that's a little bit different. It's still the same kind of gameplay. Use different types of proton beams, zap different types of classifications of ghosts, and you know, it's not like you're in control of the driving anyway, you're just in control of your character zapping ghosts. So, it does have some color variety and everything, but it's the same camera view, same crap, reading dialogue text boxes, comic book cutscenes before in between levels, and of course you even actually have to get out of the vehicle. It's not like you're in control of it or anything, no, it dictates what you have to do. And it's the same repetitive crap, zap different types of ghosts. Oh, come on, this is so annoying. Like I said before, you're focusing on taking out one different classifications of ghosts, and there's another one that you can't do anything about unless you switch between that different proton beam. And then the other one will get you and drain your health. Come on, give me a break. So yeah, same repetitive crap. You're in the vehicle, out the vehicle, in the vehicle, out of the vehicle, and finally you come across the boss, which is a possessed subway car monster. Okay. Not exactly the most creative, but I'll give it a little bit of credit where it's due. And trust me, I've never gotten past this guy. Yes, there's checkpoints, but I've tried numerous times and I still couldn't make it past him. These boss fights get ridiculous because they throw other ghosts at you just like some of the previous ones do. But this one's even more frustrating because trying to dodge this freaking thing's moves that it does on you, oh, forget it. Sorry, but I'm done here. I mean, this game certainly had an effect on me, alright. And that effect, I'll tell you what that effect is, it's pissing me off! So, well, I guess, I don't know how this game could suck, but maybe, for whatever reason, you know, as Peter Venkman would say, call it fate, call it karma, call it luck. I guess some games are just meant to suck for a reason, but how the hell can it suck after this awesome game came around? Well, I don't know, Ray. I don't know. So, yeah. I think what Egon would say, if he was still around, your mother! Just like he did to Walter Peck. Yeah. In other words, this game, 2 Wii remotes down. So, not all the way down. They're not with Wii Motion Pluses because I did compliment a few things with the color and artsy design, but 2 down. So, yeah, Sanctum of slime. More like Sanctum of shit. Seriously. I mean, how does it go from this awesome game to this? And then to that? And then to... Oh, God. I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, sorry. This is as far as I'll go right here, so... I'm gonna show this prehistoric bitch how I do things downtown. That's right. This game is toast! That wasn't such a chore, now was it? Anyway, yeah, you can keep the $5. Yeah, I'm sure he said, "I will, mister." Anyway, yep. That's my review right there. Don't let it dampen your Halloween fun. Let's hope to continue this Halloween Horror Fest, hopefully in good fashion. Maybe not. Till next time, keep watching.